This is Francesca Evans from LymeOnline, bringing you up to date with all the latest local news from the Lyme Regis area. Official figures have revealed that Lyme Regis, Charmouth and the Marshwood Vale have 28 recorded cases of COVID-19. The Office of National Statistics figures show new cases by specimen date for the 7 days up until January 9th. The 28 cases reported in the Lyme Regis, Charmouth and Marshwood Vale area is an increase of 15 on the previous 7 days. The Kilmington, Colleton and Uplyme area had 14 cases in the 7-day period up until January 9th, an increase of 6 on the previous 7 days, but still well below the national average. To the east, the Chiddock and Burton Bradstock area had 14 cases, which had decreased by 4 compared to the previous 7 days. Bridport and West Bay had 5 cases, an increase of 1, and Bridport North had 11, a decrease of 20. To the west, figures showed Axminster had 17 cases, an increase of 10 on the previous week, and Seaton had 16, an increase of 9. As case numbers continue to increase in most areas around Lyme Regis, local GP Dr. Forbes Watson has appealed to the public to stay at home and follow government guidelines.
NHS services are under very great pressure at the moment, and we really need you to play your part and stay at home. The most important action we can all take is to stay at home, protect the NHS and save lives. If we all adhere to this government guidance, then we will reduce transmission and protect the most vulnerable in our community. Thank you for your support.
It has been announced that there will be an election to fill a vacancy on Lyme Regis Town Council after the necessary 10 electors called for a vote. The vacancy arose after Leon Howe was removed from the council, having not attended meetings for 6 months. It has now been confirmed that an election will be held to find his replacement, rather than the vacancy being filled by co-option. However, this will not be held until May 6th, tying in with the Police and Crime Commissioner elections due to current COVID-19 restrictions. Some doubt has been cast over whether local council and Police and Crime Commissioner elections across the country will go ahead in May, with the virus still gripping the UK. But Dorset Council said this week it would ensure that polling stations were safe for voters. The Mary Anning Rocks campaign has been given an extra 28 days to raise its £100,000 target for a statue of the famous fossil hunter in Lyme Regis. Having been launched in November, the online campaign has already raised well over £60,000 for a statue of the 19th century paleontologist. Only another £3,000 is needed before the Mary Anning Rocks campaign can commission chosen artist Denise Dutton to start work on the statue, with the initial sketches of how it will look having been released last week. Due to the pressures and restrictions of the third national lockdown, Crowdfunder has now given the campaign an extra 28 days to reach its final target of £100,000, meaning the appeal will run until mid-February. You can support the campaign by visiting the website shown on screen now. Lyme Regis Baptist Church and the Rotary Club of Lyme Regis are appealing for unwanted laptops and tablets for local school children to use while learning from home. Across the country, donations of old devices have been given to school children who may not have the technology needed to carry out their studies from home during lockdown. The Baptist Church and Rotary Club are now joining the appeal to provide laptops and tablets to children from St Michael's Primary School in Lyme Regis who would otherwise be left out of the online learning environment. Any suitable devices can be dropped to Rotarian Jim Mosley at Rosemount in Charmouth Road, or call the number shown on screen now. All devices will be wiped of any personal information and data. Thanks for watching LymeOnline's video news bulletins. You can stay up to date with all the latest local news, including the latest on the coronavirus pandemic, throughout the week on the LymeOnline website. And in the meantime, stay safe and have a great weekend.